Hey, I'm Helen with Floating Yoga School. This is a 60-minute all-levels Vinyasa class where we'll explore lots of different options for poses. Many times teachers nowadays, and I'm just as guilty of it, say things like take the fullest expression or go here for the more advanced option. Instead, I'd like for you to try today to think about why you're taking a certain version of the pose, and I'll explain what you might find in that, some openness in your shoulders, a deeper stretch in your hamstring, more depth through your breath, so that we can understand better the reasons that we're moving into different variations, what they feel like, and whether or not they work for us. We're going to start seated today. We'll start in a seat. So you're welcome to be on your shins, sitting on your feet, knees forward. You're welcome to be cross-legged on your bottom. Whatever you choose, find a really tall spine. And then notice how your hips feel. If you'd like a little bit more elevation, you're welcome to roll up your mat, slide it below your bottom. Sometimes that provides a little bit more space for your hip flexors. Whatever's touching the earth or your mat, begin to connect to that space. And imagine you could draw energy up your body to the crown of your head. You might link your breath with that inhale, drawing energy up as you breathe in. Exhale, maybe you send it out around you like an aura. Maybe you send it back down your back like a little waterfall, recycling back into the earth. As you're here, just breathing, just noticing. Take a moment to set an intention for your practice, something personal, maybe why you came onto your mat, a dedication, or if nothing comes to mind for me, my favorite is simply to try to stay present with my breath for the duration of the practice. You can let your chin fall in toward your chest. Keep it there, stretch to the back of your neck, or maybe move to the side to get into the side of your neck, get into your trapezius, your traps. Maybe gently to the other side. And if it feels okay, you can take full circles, but moving with care, with awareness, and with your breath. Let your intention guide you, and really let your body inform your decision making today. Come back to neutral with your neck. No rush if you'd like some more time there. If your legs are crossed, switch the crossing of your legs so the opposite foot is in front. If you're sitting on your shins, you can stay just as you are. Bring your right hands to the ground beside you. Stretch your left arm up and over, a little side bend. And you're welcome to stay. Or again, if you want more into your neck or into your trapezius, you can let your ear relax down to your right shoulder. Maybe lift your chin, look up, and then look down, finding a little bit of rotation there through your neck. Take it through center and then all the way to the other side. Left hand drops, right arm stretches up and over. Try to stay grounded, rooted through your sit bones, whatever's connecting. And then same option to gently drop your head to find a little bit more space through your neck. Or perhaps add that movement, nice Jake. So options are always just that. The only thing we try to keep constant for all of us is our breath. Come back to center. And then find your way to tabletop position, hands and knees. You can roll over your feet, swing your legs behind you, beautiful Claire. Spread your fingertips wide, stack your shoulders above your wrists, hips right above your knees, and start to move in any way that your body wants. It could be cow and cat, arching and rounding your spine. It could be a little sway side to side, getting into your outer hips, leaning weight forward to get into your wrists and fingers, taking some barrel rolls to move your chest in a different plane of motion, like you're scraping out some honey from a pot all around you. I'm just as guilty as other yoga teachers, but lots of times you hear people say, take your fullest expression, or the most deepest version of that pose, or whatever, some variation of that. We've been exploring in our teacher training what that means and maybe what a better way to say that is. And so rather than thinking today about going deepest, fullest, max, find the version that's appropriate for what you want and what you need. 2 more rounds of breath. Back toward your neutral spine, knees come together to touch. Take your right leg behind you. Keep your toes on the ground to start. Press back through your heel. So a little rock forward and back to stretch through the back of your leg. Yeah, toes can stay down if that feels good. Nice, Courtney. And you can bend your knee if you like. Move your heel in some circles to get a little bit more into your ankle. Both directions. Allow your weight to come forward to your hands. Lift your foot, breathe in. If this feels like enough, you can keep your hips even here. Please stay. If you'd like a little bit more strength through your back and core, left arm reaches out in front. And if that's too much on the balance, drop your hand and just focus on your leg. Imagine reaching, lengthening. You're welcome to stay here. Or for a little extra balance challenge, bend your knee, reach back for your foot. And maybe you kick back to take that stretch into the front of your shoulder and chest. Peek over your left shoulder to challenge your balance even further. Keep breathing. Release your foot, inhale, extend long. Exhale, just your hand down, cross your foot over to the left. Toes stay tucked, press back through your heel. You can peek over your left shoulder, find a little bit more stretch through your right side. And if you feel like you want to extend that side even more, right hand can walk to the left top corner of your mat. Bring everything back to center, hands and knees. Take a child's pose, your version. Knees can be wide or together. Hands can stretch out in front, or for more shoulder sensation, bend your elbows like a little prayer behind your head. Nice, Diane. Wherever you are, imagine breath moving into your back body. Notice how it feels, upper back, middle back, lower back. And then back to your tabletop, hands and knees. We're just starting slow to get into that connection with our body, knees together to touch, and that same little series to the other side. Left leg starts back, toes down. Press back through your heel, rock a little forward and back. If there's a place that feels good, you like the stretch sensation, you want a little bit more, you can stay. If you took it on the other side or want to play here, you can bend your knee, find some circles or little wiggles with your heel to work more into your ankle. Really nice. Extend your leg long. Let your weight shift forward to your hands. Lift your foot, breathe in. Imagine buckling a seatbelt across your low hips. Engage your low belly. You're welcome to stay. Find that length and strength front and back sides of your body, or right arm forward to challenge your balance a little bit more. If you've got your arm and leg lifted, you're also welcome to bend your knee, reach for your foot. Even more of a balance challenge, stretch, little back bend. Maybe you kick back, maybe you look over your right shoulder. We all have different bodies, different experiences, so our practices will look really different. There's no one size fits all in yoga. If you've got your foot released, extend long. Lower just your hand, and then take your foot over to the right. Press back through your heel, look over your right shoulder for a little bit more space through your left side. If you'd like to extend left arm to the top right corner of your mat, find even more space there. Nice, Megan. Bring everything back to center. Please feel free to take a moment in tabletop, move through cow and cat, back to a child's pose, or in your time and your way, find downward facing dog, and we'll all meet there. Downward facing dog traditionally is an upside down V shape. You are welcome to bend your knees as much as you like. I like to think about the reason for doing this pose as really lengthening through my spine. So if knees bent creates more space there, find that. If hands a little closer to your feet feels more comfortable, you can take that, nice, Crystal. If movement allows a stretch in the back of your legs, pedal it out. Sway a little side to side. Notice your breath, make it loud and strong. Beautiful, Rob. Big breath in, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step, hop, or floats to the top of your mat. Lift halfway, hands to shins, send your heart forward, slide your shoulders down your back. Exhale, fold, relax your head and neck down. One more like that. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold. Rise to standing, arms sweep high, full breath. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Give yourself a moment here. You can close your eyes, you can keep them open. You can always relax your hands by your sides. Find that nice, strong, steady stance from your feet all the way up to the crown of your head. Where can you adjust? What areas of your body need a little extra breath or attention today? And where can you relax? Release some tension, a gripping. If your eyes are closed, blink them open. Reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, cactus. Bend your elbows, slide your shoulders down your back. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, forward fold, flat back. Lift halfway, breathe in, long spine. Exhale, hands down, step back, high plank, upper push-up, or your tabletop. So you choose. For more heat, plank, really strong through your arms, and then your entire body. For more groundedness, stability, tabletop is a beautiful place to be to feel connected to the earth. Whatever you've chosen, breathe in, shift forward. Lower slowly to your belly. Exhale, hug your elbows by your sides. Beautiful, Abby. 3 baby cobras, lift your heart, hug your elbows in and down your back with your shoulders. Exhale to lower. Find your rhythm, your pace. Inhale, peel it off the ground. Exhale, lower. Maybe this third one, you hover your hands off the ground, really use your back muscles, those muscles around your spine to lift. Fantastic. Exhale, lower. Through high plank for more heat again, or tabletop for more stability. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Any breath, any movement, you can always open your mouth, you can always stick out your tongue, you can always flutter your lips like a horse. Notice what feels natural, where your body wants to go, what it wants to do. Bend your knees, breathe in, look forward. Step, hop, floats to your hands, exhale. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Forward fold, let your head and neck go. Rise up, reach up, breathe in. Palms together in front of your heart, breathe out. Inhale, reach to the sky, find length through your sides. Exhale, cactus your arms, maybe you press your hips forward, gentle back bend. Hands overhead, breathe in. Dive forward, breathe out, Uttanasana. Lift halfway, inhale. Your version of a vinyasa as you exhale. Find your way to down dog. You can step back plank, chaturanga halfway for up dog, to your belly for cobra. Skip it, go to down dog. And if I'm not sure what version to take, I really try to pay attention to my breath. If things are choppy, if I'm not aware, I do less. If I feel like I'm really in the flow, breathing well, connected, maybe I can push myself a little bit further or explore a little bit more depth in the physical sense. Bend your knees, breathe in, look forward. Step, hop, float, fly, top of your mat, exhale. Awesome, Rob, halfway lift. Forward fold, release. Stand tall, float your arms overhead. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Inhale to chair pose, Utkatasana, like you're sitting into a really awkward chair. A little peek down, make sure you can see your toes. You might choose to lift your toes and spread them wide to take more weight to your heels. That will turn on the back of your legs, hamstrings and glutes a little bit more. Try to lift your low belly, relax your shoulders. Yeah, beautiful option, hands to heart, hands to cactus, or one that I really like is hands at shoulder height, palms face down, so I can plug my shoulders into the socket, keep chest open. Nice, Claire. Wherever you are, find your breath. Send it into those places that are talking to you, that feel it. Feel free to take other stuff besides what I suggest. We'll take one more inhale, nice, Jake. Exhale, forward fold, relax it all down. Halfway lift, breathe in. Your vinyasa, as you exhale, hands down, you can step back, hop it back. And that word vinyasa is often referring to chaturanga, up dog, back to down dog, as we're taking here. And the style of vinyasa is more about placing in a special way or moving with your breath. Feet together, big toes touch at the back of your mats. Reach your right leg high, breathe in, three-legged dog. Open up your hip, bend your knee. Explore here how this feels. If you want movement, add movement through your ankle, bend and straighten, or draw big circles with your knee to get into your hip joint. If stillness feels appropriate, maybe you can really work a little bit more openness through your hip flexors and quadriceps. Nice, Jen. Extend your leg long, breathe in. Knee to nose as you breathe out. Shift forward, round through your upper back. You choose how forward or how high it goes. Inhale, leg up. Same thing 2 more times. Exhale, knee to nose. Find your core strength. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, knee to nose and hold. Big breath in. Your exhale, place your foot on the ground. Maybe it goes halfway, maybe it comes all the way between your hands. Find your way to bring your foot between your hands and whether or not you need your hands. And then rise up to crescent lunge. So know that it won't always look like a perfect step forward. Strong through your legs, find a sense of groundedness. Imagine drawing your left hip a little bit more forward, right hip back. Nice adjustments, guys. Relax your shoulders. If it's a different arm variation that helps your shoulders relax away from your ears, please find that. One more inhale. Exhale, warrior 2, open to the side. So keeping it pretty simple here to start. Check out your feet, front heel in line with back heel or arch. Make sure you can still see your right big toe. And then notice what your back foot's doing. It likes to turn backwards. Can you turn it a little bit more forward to the top left corner of your mats? So knees and toes are moving in the same direction. Keep your bottom half the same. Inhale, reverse warrior, up and back. Stay as you exhale. Nice breath. One more inhale. Side angle, exhale, either forearm to your thigh, left arm to the sky, that's option 1. Left arm can extend over your head, a little bit more stretch through your side. Try to keep shoulders out of ears. Or for more depth in your legs, you can bring your right hand inside or outside your right foot. That'll force you to connect a little bit lower to the ground. We'll eventually get into the option of taking some binds, half or full, moving a little bit more into shoulders. So just feel how this feels right now in your body. Last breath. Inhale, reverse triangle, up and back, right leg straight, right arm to the sky. Stay as you exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, standing splits, cartwheel your hands down, lift your left leg. And feel free to keep your hips closed. That's a little bit more traditional in alignment, so your toes point down. If you'd rather, you can turn your toes to the left side of your mats up to the sky to open your hip. Option to play with balance, bring your hands to your ankle, your calf. Option to play with handstands, plant your palms. Imagine kicking your left leg up, right leg follows. And we'll take this flow with different variations a couple more times, so it doesn't have to happen right now. Yeah, if you want the challenge today, handstand might be fun. If you need more grounding, centering, peaceful energy, stay closer to the earth. One more inhale, whatever you've chosen. Exhale, feet together, top of your mat, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Folds, breathe out. Stand tall, reach high, inhale. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Inhale to your chair pose, Utkatasana. Take some time here to settle and choose the arm variation that best serves you right now. Yeah, shoulders out of your ears, chest still open. Bottom half of your body connected and rooted to the earth. Feel the strength, but don't let that take over and give you that crazy warrior face. Add a little smile, a little lightness. One more big breath in. Forward fold, exhale. Lift halfway, breathe in, Ardha Uttanasana. Your transition to downward facing dog. Step it back, hop it back, flow or not. No one is judging you. Do what feels the best for you right now. Nice, Diane. And sometimes the most quote-unquote advanced option is taking a break, dropping your knees, resetting, reconnecting. So when we push too far, that injuries happen. Feet together, big toes touch. Reach your left leg to the sky, breathe in. Open up your hip, bend your knee, and explore what seems to feel the best right here. Circles, bend and straighten, stillness. A simple awareness. Lovely. Extend your leg long, breathe in. Knee to nose as you breathe out. Twice more with your breath. Inhale lifts you up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Try to puff up between your shoulder blades. Find that space there. One more. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, shift it forward. Hold, take an inhale. Exhale, step your left foot down. Maybe between your hands, maybe not. Remember, you can always use your hands to guide your foot forward. High crescent lunge, rise all the way up. And then a moment to feel your feet, to feel your hips. Try to bring things even to find that stretch through your right hip flexor. For me, it helps to engage my right glutes. Notice if your ribs are flaring, can you knit them together? Energize through your fingertips. Breathe in. Warrior two, breathe out, open to the side. So as we start to find the shapes this first time through, we're creating muscle memory. So when we go back as we flow, or the next few times we come into these shapes, our body knows what it wants. Kind of has a place to go back to. Relax your shoulders down your back. Maybe you can reach a little longer through your fingertips, forward and back. Find that stretch and extension. Bottom half stays the same. Inhale, reverse warrior, up and back. Stay as you exhale. One more inhale. Your version of side angle, exhale, Parsvakonasana. Maybe forearm to your thigh, right arm up. Maybe right arm over your head, a little bit more extended version. You might find a long line of energy, outer edge of your foot, all the way through your fingertips. Maybe left hand inside or outside your foot to create a little bit more depth through your legs, through your sides. Left shoulder likes to creep up to your ears. If that's true for you, can you draw your shoulder blades down your back? Use your lat muscles, to create some space. For me, it's the most challenging when we hold and breathe. So I'm totally cheating and not doing it with you guys, but you got this. I'm your cheerleader today. One more breath. Inhale, reverse triangle, up and back, left leg straight, left arm to the sky. Exhale. Hold here, another breath in. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands down, make your way to standing splits. Frame your left foot, reach your right leg to the sky. Notice where you feel this in your body. Notice what you want, more groundedness. Stay close to the ground, work the stretch. Balance, hands to your ankle, your calf. Maybe your hip is more open, maybe it's more closed. Handstand could be a fun way to play with challenging your strength, your balance, your perspective, quite literally. We'll take 2 more full rounds of breath. Awesome, Rob. Find just an inhale. Exhale, forward fold, feet together, top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Folds, breathe out. Rise up, reach up, hands high. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Inhale, reach to the sky. Bend your left elbow, place your left hand behind your head or to your upper back. Right hand is going to find your left elbow. So kind of like you're taking a half cow face. And then stretch up and over to your right. So a little standing half moon with a half cow face arm. Or just a nice little tricep shoulder stretch. Breathe. Hands back to the sky, inhale. Switch sides, bend your right elbow. Left hand finds your right elbow, tricep, lean over to your left. Notice if your weight is forward and back, toes or heels, even it out between your feet. And then back to center, hands to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, hands behind your low back, interlace your fingers. Reach your hands back, lift your heart, inhale. Exhale, fold over your legs, bend your knees as much as you need to take your belly to your thighs, relax your head and neck down. You might decide you want your feet a little bit wider in this shape, feel free to heel toe them out. Yeah, Courtney. If there's movement that feels good, an option that I like to work a little bit more into the side of my body is to bend one knee, lift the opposite shoulder, and get a little outer leg, outer hip, even shoulder stretch, and then you can switch directions. And the stuff that I feel in my shapes may not be the same things that you feel, so really listen to your own body, your own experience. Let your hands release down to the ground. Heel toe your feet a little bit wider. With your feet wide, lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, fold, Malasana squat, heels in, toes out, sit low. Hands to your hearts. Take a moment here. If movement feels good, a little sway side to side. Option one, you stay. This is a beautiful place to open your hips, get into your low back. It may not be super comfortable for you. Option two, you take this to crow pose, build a little shoulder strength, challenge your sense of balance, work into your core. Option three, you meet us in child's pose or downward facing dog. It's a nice place to reconnect to your breath, reset. For crow, hands down, make a shelf with your elbows. Knees climb really high onto your triceps. Look forward, press into your fingertips. One or both feet start to float. Nice, Megan, yes. You can play with whatever transition you like to get you back to your child's pose, a down dog. If something else serves you better in this moment, tabletop or a seat. As always, take any shape. It's less about what it looks like, more about your awareness of what's going on for you. Inhale to tabletop, hands and knees. We'll find a little thread, the needle flow, right arm reaches out and up, breathe in. As you exhale, thread to your left, hover your shoulder above the ground. Twice more, inhale, open it out, breathe in. Exhale, thread to your left. This one will hold, inhale, reach it out and up. Exhale, thread through, drop your shoulder, the side of your head down. Feel free to keep your right hand as it is pressed. Maybe you stack your right hand on top of your left, peel open. Extend forward for more space through your side, or wrap to get a little bit more into the front of your shoulder. Another option to challenge your balance, whatever you've chosen with your arms, for me it helps to have my left hand grounded somewhere, is to extend your left leg. That'll add a little element of heat, a little element of imbalance, to maybe turn on those core stabilizers a little bit more. Nice, Crystal. If your knee is floating, bring it back down to the ground. Left hand by your side, by your face, unthread right arm out and up, breathe in. Exhale, release your hand down, and we'll take that to the other side. Left arm out and up. Thread to your right, hover, exhale. Twice more with your breath. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, thread and hover. Last one, breathe in. And breathe out, let your shoulder drop. Side of your face, head drop. Place your right hand wherever it feels the best for you to either work deeper into the twist or to find a sense of stability. And then any other variations you played with on the other side or want to try here, maybe you extend your right leg. If your knee is floating, bring it back down. Right hand by your face, unthread left arm out and up, breathe in. Exhale, release your hand down. Puppy pose, breathe in from your tabletop. Breathe out, walk your hands forward, forehead, chin, or chest toward your mat. Hips stay nice and high. And for more sensation in your shoulders, triceps, you can bend at your elbows, hands behind your head like a little prayer or shark fin. Walk your hands back in, downward facing dog. Your journey to get there. Feet together, big toes touch. Right leg to the sky, breathe in. Open up your hip, bend your knee. Stay, add movement of your choice or flip it for Wild Thing. Wild Thing is a nice little half back bend. Right foot falls behind you, right arm reaches forward. Yeah, Abby. Stretch, reach, breathe. Flip it back if you took it to Wild Thing. Use your core, extend your right leg long, breathe in. Lift from your heel. Knee to nose, breathe it out. Inhale, leg high. Tap your right elbow or shoulder, exhale. Back up, breathe in. Cross it over to your left elbow or shoulder. Inhale, leg to the sky. Exhale, step forward between your hands. Rise to your high crescent lunge, breathe in. Exhale, palms come together over your head, and then you're going to bend your elbows so your hands fall behind your head. Yeah, and then you can lean into your hands if this feels okay, if it's not too crazy in your balance. If you'd rather hands to heart or straight up or someplace else, take that. Make all your micro adjustments to find more stability. Hands to the sky, breathe in. Warrior 2, breathe it out. Inhale, reverse warrior, up and back. Exhale, side angle. Forearm down, hand inside or outside, left arm wherever you like it. Now an option to take a half bind that'll get a little bit more into the front of your shoulder, a little bit more into your chest, but not everyone's shoulders will feel warm enough or feel like that's appropriate. Full bind, right arm goes inside and underneath your legs, maybe hands work toward each other. Yeah. One more full round of breath. Inhale, reverse triangle, release any grip or bind, right leg straight, right arm overhead. Bend at your right elbow with your left hand, find your tricep, and gently pull back, exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, find your way to standing splits, left leg to the sky. Option to stay, feel the stretch, feel that sense of connection to the earth. Option to balance, hands to your ankle or your calf. Option for handstand, going upside down, challenging your balance even further. Or another nice option, awesome Courtney, is to take your right hand, reach it back for your lifted foot, kind of like what we did on hands and knees earlier. That's it, yeah. Whatever you've chosen, breathe into it, commit to it. And when you've had enough, meet us in forward fold, feet together. Lift halfway, breathe in. Forward folds, breathe out. Rise to standing, sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, dive forward, flat back, engage your core. Halfway lift, breathe in. Your flow to downward facing dog, step back, hop it back, skip it. I find the longer I practice yoga, the less I actually do in my physical practice, but the more I'm aware of where my mind is, my patterns, my habits. The more I use props, the more I modify. Feet together, big toes touch. Left leg to the sky, breathe in. Open up your hip, bend your knee. You're welcome to stay. Add movement that feels good. Take that little Wild Thing for more of a back bend shape. Spine lengthener, left foot falls, left arm reaches forward. If you took your Wild Thing, bring it back. Extend your left leg long behind you. Lift from your heel, breathe in. Knee to nose, breathe out. Inhale, leg high. Tap your left elbow or shoulder as you exhale. Find your side abs, obliques, turn them on. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, cross it to your right elbow or shoulder. Inhale, reach. Exhale, step forward between your hands or wherever your foot lands. Rise to high crescent lunge. Palms together, bend your elbows, hands fall behind your head. Maybe you can hug your elbows in, find more sensation. Maybe you want to lift your chest, lean back a little into your hands to find a little bit more openness through your heart space. Stay engaged through your core to help you balance, support your low back. Hands to the sky, breathe in. Warrior 2, breathe out. Reverse warrior, inhale, up and back, find stretch through your side. Side angle as you exhale, Parsvakonasana, forearm down, hand inside or outside your foot, right arm up, right arm overhead. That half bind where your right arm loops behind you. Full bind where your hands connect, left arm inside. And then just notice what shoulders are doing. The goal wherever you are is to keep them moving down your back. We have a tendency to lift our shoulders to our ears, especially when we're holding tension there, around our neck and trapezius muscles. One more full round of breath. Inhale, reverse triangle, up and back, left leg straight. Bend your left elbow, find your tricep with your right hand, exhale here. One more breath in. Exhale, curl your hands down, standing splits, right leg to the sky. Notice how you're feeling right now in this moment. Doesn't matter what you did last time. If this feels like plenty or the right place to stay, hang out. If you want a little bit more of a balance challenge, hands to your ankle, your calf. Handstand or left hand reaches back for your foot that's lifted. Yeah. One more breath in. Forward fold, let it all go. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Heel toe your feet out, at least hip distance, if not a little bit wider. Take another halfway lift with your feet wide. Exhale, bend your right knee, right fingertips or palm below your face, left arm to the sky. So this is option one, really work your left hip back. Notice where you feel sensation. For me to find a little bit more space through my spine, it helps to draw my left arm forward and imagine I'm reaching forward with my fingers, reaching back with my tailbone. If you want to get more into your shoulders, work into that bind shape again. Left hand can come behind your back for your right inner thigh, and or right hand can come inside, hands connect outside your right thigh. If you've got this bind and you do want to challenge your balance, work into your hamstrings a little bit more. You can play with a bound half moon. That means shifting your weight into your right foot, step or slide your left foot back, and play with floating your left foot. Or birds of paradise, stand on your left foot, bend your knees, look forward, stand, maybe extend your right leg. So both will challenge your balance. If that's what you're looking for today, that's a nice place to go. If you're looking for more stability, more openness, stay in that twist. Back Claire or something else. Beautiful, Jen. One more breath in. Forward fold, let it all go. Same thing, other side. Lift halfway, inhale. Bend your left knee, left fingertips or palm below your face, right arm to the sky. Notice what your shoulders are doing. Draw them down your back. Pull your right hip back. Stay. Right arm extends overhead. Add movement. Add half bind. Right hand behind your back. Double bind or full bind. Left arm between your legs. Hands connect outside your left hip. Or one of those balance challenges. Shift your weight to your left foot for bound half moon. Right foot slides back. Lean forward to float your right foot. Birds of paradise. Weight into your right foot. Lift up to standing, perhaps extend your left leg. Everything is optional but your breath. Notice where it is right now. One more inhale. Forward fold, exhale, let it go. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold back into your squat malasana, heels in, toes out, sit low. Hands to heart center. You can sit on your bottom if this shape doesn't work for you. You can stay in a chair. You can always take your feet out wider to work your heels toward the ground, but they certainly don't have to get there. Depending on your Achilles and heels, may never happen, may just not happen today. Try to slide your shoulder blades down your back. Lift up a little bit more through the crown of your head. This is a shape we don't take a lot in our modern culture, at least not in our society. So just notice how it feels physically, where your mind goes when maybe things are a little uncomfortable. When you want to come out, you totally can, or you can stay and breathe through it. One more chance to play with crow, perhaps crow to headstand, or take a seat on your bottom. We'll meet you there. If you're working crow and want crow to headstand, give yourself a little space. Hands down, make a shelf, knees to triceps. Look forward to float your feet. Lots of core. For headstand, you're going to gently tuck your chin to your chest. Drop to the crown of your head. Try to use your shoulders, lift away from your ears, and then maybe legs to the sky. Nice, Rob. And when you've had enough, we're going to meet in a butterfly pose or cobblers. Take your time if you're playing. Feet together, knees wide. Lift your heart, lengthen your spine, breathe in. Hinge forward over your legs as you exhale. And it might feel nice for you to take more of a flat back here. Really feel a sensation someplace. It might feel better to drop your chin to your chest, round through your upper back. Feel a stretch there. So it can be nice to explore all the different options. Experiment day to day. Two more rounds of breath. Gently lift yourself up. We'll take this to a seated twist. Let's start with right leg extended long in front of you. Place your left foot outside your right knee. And if you know you like both knees bent, you're welcome to bend your right knee again. Tuck it next to your left hip. For me, I feel a little bit more grounded through my sit bones with the bottom leg extended. Left hand behind you. Option to hug your knee toward your chest. A little bit more of a gentle twist. Option to hook your elbow outside. Maybe a little bit more intense of a twist. Or to find a bind here, working into some of those shapes, getting more into your shoulders, chest, upper back. For that, right hand goes elbow outside, hand underneath and below your knee. Left hand behind your back. Hands try to find each other, they may or may not. Whatever you've chosen, sit up taller, lift through the crown of your head, hug your shoulder blades together, and then gently wring out your spine. Slowly unwind, counter twist to the other side. More uprights, find length through your spine, a little fold forward, a little bit more of a grounding, counter twist. Back to center, and then we'll switch legs and take the same twist to your right. Left leg extends, right knee bends, foot outside your left knee. You can bend both legs if you prefer that version. Right hand comes behind you to start. Find a tall spine, and then take whatever you like with your left arm. Hug your knee, hook your elbow. Find a bind, or work into that sensation of a bind. And notice what feels challenging to you. What feels stable and steady. Where can you breathe a little bit more breath? One more inhale. Exhale, release, unwind, counter twist to your left, upright or a little bow forward, depending on what feels the best in your back. Unwind, boat pose, hands behind your legs, hover your shins. Arms can go wide. You can hold behind your legs for more stability. Really keep your chest upright. If you want more sensation, a little bit more of a challenge, by extending your legs and reaching your arms up, you're weighting your core a little bit more, so it might get more fiery, more shaky. Add a smile. Make sure you're breathing. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, find your way to down dog. Roll over your feet. Step back through a vinyasa. Beautiful. Feet together, big toes touch. Right leg to the sky, breathe in. Knee to nose, breathe out. Inhale, leg high. Tap your right elbow or shoulder. Hold it there, place your foot outside your right wrist. We'll set up for lizard pose, adjust your hands as you like. You can stay more upright. This is a little bit more active, maybe a more warm shape or version of this shape. Try to even out your hips. Another nice option is to drop your knee. Notice if you can engage your core, scoop your tailbone under just slightly, whatever version you've taken, to really support your low back and find stretch through your hip flexors. If it feels like you want to ground down through your forearms, the ground is accessible, or you have props to support you, you're welcome to go there, but it doesn't make the pose any better. And if there's something else you like, a twist, right hand reaches back for your left foot. Really get into your quads, you can do that. Two more rounds of breath. If you're on your forearms, come back onto your hands. We'll take this to pigeon. You are certainly welcome to take figure four on your back if you prefer. Otherwise, come onto your fingertips. Slide your foot behind your wrist a little and then shimmy your foot over to the left. Drop your shin, extend your left leg, sink into your hips. Option to be more upright, more of an uplifting shape, an extension. Option to fold forward, more grounding, maybe more calming. Yeah, figure four, you can hug your legs in, you can take a twist, you can add movement. If there's other stuff you know here or want to play with here, left hand can reach back for your left foot, a quad stretch, a mermaid variation from that pigeon shape. Notice where your breath has gone. If it's not steady and strong, return to that awareness, that intentionality. Two more rounds of breath. If you'd like a little bit more time, please always stay. Otherwise, find your way back to downward facing dog. From your back, you can rock and roll. You can roll to one side. If you'd rather skip lizard and stay on your back, take a different shape before pigeon, or figure four, I should say, you can do that. Otherwise, from downward facing dog, we'll take feet together, big toes touch, no rush, left leg high. Breathe in, knee to nose, breathe out. Inhale, leg high. Left knee, left elbow, hold it there, place your foot outside your wrist. Find your setup for lizard, adjust as you like, more upright, more engaged, more active. Knee down, a little bit more passive, more grounding. Left hand for your back foot for a quad stretch. Forearms down if that feels like a nice place to rest and you're not forcing anything. Depending on what your intention was or why you come onto your mat regularly or simply today, you might want your poses a little bit more challenging, a little bit more relaxing. Ultimately, we're looking for balance, steady and sweet, effort and ease. But that may not necessarily be true for you. So please remember to listen, to tune in, to make this yours. Let's take 2 more rounds of breath. Find your way to pigeon or figure four. If you're on your forearms, come back to your hands. You might tense your fingers, slide your foot back a little, and then shimmy it over to the right. Drop your shin. Right leg extends. Decide if you want this more upright, a little bit more lifts. If you want to fold over your leg, maybe a little bit more of a passive depth or stretch. And then notice where your mind goes as we slow things down physically. What's that inner voice saying to you, and how do you respond? And can you continue to meet sensation, meet your experience with presence, with breath? Two more rounds. You're always welcome to hang out longer. If you're on your back, feel free to stay there. Take any counter movements. Pigeons, you can come back through down dog, shake it out. You can find your way onto your back from here. We will meet lying down. But as always, your transition, your way to get there. And we'll take a little bridge pose. Feet on the ground, knees point up to the sky. Hands by your sides. Depending on the length of your legs and how your knees feel, you might be able to touch your heels. That's not always true for all of us. Try to slide your shoulders down your back a little bit. Yeah, turn on the back of your legs, hamstrings, glutes. Lift your hips. And then option to stay grounded, palms flat. An option I really like is robot arms. Bend your elbows. You're pressing triceps into the ground. Hands kind of face each other above your, right by your belly. Yep. Another option is hands interlaced. That'll get a little bit more into your chest. Shimmy your shoulder blades together, so hands interlaced underneath you, I should say. Wherever you are, imagine your spine growing longer, as if you could point your knees to the front of your mat, the front of the space that you're in. Breathe into your low belly. Breathe into your upper chest. And when you feel like you've had enough, release any grip. If you've got it, slowly roll down, one vertebrae at a time, and draw your knees to your chest. Give yourself a hug, a little rock side to side. You can stay here in your little hug. You can take your legs long. Give yourself a moment of stillness somewhere to check back in and notice what else your body likes or needs or wants right now. It doesn't have to be the stuff you always do. It certainly doesn't have to be the stuff your neighbor is doing. But maybe there's a last stretch, a last pose that would really let this practice feel complete. Take as much or as little time to finish out those last stretches, movements, shapes. And eventually we'll take final Savasana. Lots of options here as well. A more traditional Savasana with your legs extended, arms by your side, palms face up. Maybe there's a little bit more grounding sensation if you place your hands on your body, one to your heart, one to your belly, or someplace else. Maybe you feel more comfortable seated with your eyes open, on your side or on your belly, or in a child's pose. Try to honor the uniqueness of your experience. Resist the urge to judge, to compare. Appreciate the simplicity of stillness. And a chance to let your body integrate everything you just did. Please feel free to stay just as you are, as long as you like, as long as your body is asking for this space to simply be. Otherwise, deepen your breath and slowly add in little movements to wake yourself back up. You can extend your arms above you if that feels good. Big stretch. And then with eyes closed or soft, turn to one side, knees to chest. And very mindfully find your way up to any seat, perhaps the one you started this practice in, coming full circle, perhaps something different. One last check-in, notice what's happening right now. Body, mind, spirit. Place your palms together in front of your heart. Thank yourself for making the time to move, to breathe, to be in your body. I thank you all for sharing your energy with me and with the rest of us. We'll bow our heads together. Namaste. Take your time getting up. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you soon.